3, 4.
Some key events in the early modern period. The following events during the early modern period significantly influenced the development of the English language. 1534. The Act of Supremacy established Henry as supreme head of the Church of England, and thus officially put civil authority above priest authority in England. 1549. The Book of Common Prayers was adapted and became an influence of English literary style. 1558. At the age of 25, Elizabeth I became a Queen of England, and as a woman with a Renaissance education and a skillful leadership, began a 45-year reign that promoted statecraft, literature, science, exploration, and commerce. 1577 to 80. Sir Francis Drake circumnavigated the globe, the first Englishman to do so, and participated in the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588, thus removing an obstacle to English expansion overseas. 16,000. The East India Company was chartered to promote trade with Asia, leading eventually to the establishment of English Lodge in India. 1604. Robert Corey published the first English dictionary, a table alphabetical. 1607. Jamestown, Virginia, was established as the first permanent English settlement in America. 1611. The Authorized of King James Version of the Bible was produced by a committee of scholars become with the prayer book and the works of Shakespeare, a major influence on English literary style. 1642 to 48. The Puritan Revolution overthrew the monarchy and established a military dictatorship which lasted until late election of King Charles II in 1660. In 1660, the Royal Society was founded as the first English organization devoted to the promote of scientific knowledge and research. 1702. The first daily newspaper was published in London, resulting in the expanding power of the press to disseminate information and to form public opinion. In 1719, Daniel Defoe published Robinson Crusoe, sometimes identified as the first modern novel in English. In 1755, Samuel Johnson published his Dictionary of the English Language.
The transitions from Middle to Modern English, despite vast changes in vocabulary and pronunciation, English speakers of the 16th century were unaware that they were leaving the Middle English period and entering the modern. All such divisions between stages of the language development are to some extent arbitrary, even though they are based on clear and significant internal changes in the language, and also correlate with external events in the community of speakers.
The evolution of English orthography as detailed includes several key developments: use of Y for TH early printer, lacking of B character, used Y as B, substitute affecting words like the and T, superscript letter and abbreviation, similar to today's use of periods for abbreviation. Early texts used superscript letters are practiced, extending into the 19th century. The distinction between I and J and U and V. These letters were originally used interchangeably, with distinction only solidifying in the 17th century for I and J and a similar timeline for U and V. Insertion of H, influenced by the classical Latin tradition. H was sometimes added to words of French origin, changing both spelling and pronunciation in some cases.
Renaissance respelling effort to align English spelling more closely with their Latin or Greek roots led to change in spelling and pronunciation, sometimes based on incorrect etymology, influence of etymology on spelling. Learn intervention insert letter like B in depth or C in index to reflect presumed Latin origins, affecting modern spelling change in pronunciation. Some spelling changes, such as the addition of I in fault or sh in schedule, have influenced modern pronunciation, showing the dynamic relationships between spelling and pronunciation over time. This point illustrates the complexity of English orthography evolution marked by a blend of technological, scholarly, and linguistic influence, leading to the richly varied spelling system we have today.